Yo, what's going on, everybody? This your man, Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you watch my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, I got something I want to talk about real quick. It's a story that I kind of missed, but it did come out with a good ending. But I've been meaning to talk about this, but just didn't have the time to. But I got time now, so we're gonna talk about it a little bit. All right. All right, guys, we're going to talk about this young lady by the name of R'Kayla Briggs, if I'm saying it right. R'Kayla Briggs. Now, when I first got the story, it was told to me that this young lady had came up missing, and then I was also told that she willingly ran off with a grown man. And for what I've been hearing, I haven't got all the details as of yet, that this young lady had a TikTok, and they say by her being 11, she was kind of dressing like she was a grown woman, something like that. I don't know. They're just going by hearsay. I don't know all the details about that. Cute little girl, but 11 years old on TikTok, and talking to a grown man and chose to leave with this grown man. But again, like I said, it's a good ending to this. She was found safe. But the fact that she chose to leave with this grown man, and this is why I preach what I preach about these young children, and especially with these young ladies, man. You got to keep your eyes on these young ladies because they something serious. All right, but let me bring this up real quick, and I'm gonna talk about it for a minute. But this is what they talk about. She was found safe.
At 6.
The 11-year-old girl missing for 3 days is now back home. Police haven't explained the circumstances that led to her return. Channel 2's Tom Jones is live in Clayton County. He first learned the girl was no longer missing from the child's mother. Tom.
And Karen, when I spoke to the child's mother, she was simply overjoyed at the fact that her child was back home. She said the constant attention and pressure put on those who took her daughter, she believes, is the reason she's back home in her arms. We were there when she headed into police headquarters to talk to detectives. The mother of the 11-year-old girl who had been missing 3 days didn't have anything to say as she raced into police headquarters right after her daughter was returned home. Just a couple of days earlier, she pleaded with her daughter to come home.
We love you, girl. Come home. Come home. We love you. You got a village behind you. Whole village. Come on. Please come on. Home.
Police say the child packed a bag Tuesday and left her home on Mallard
Packed a bag and left home.
Drive without permission. Police held a news conference to update the public on what they were doing to find her. Officers said this was a case of human trafficking and they believe the girl was in danger. Police say that's because she left with an unknown person.
We don't know what this person is doing to her. Therefore, we believe she's in danger.
Then I called the mother, and that's when she told me her baby girl was home. She said 2 men dropped her off. That's when she raced to police headquarters to speak to detectives. I was also there when she came out and drove away without saying a word. But on the phone, she told me God works, and she is a believer in him. And police say they plan to share more details about how all of this unfolded later. We're live in Clayton County. Tom Jones, Channel 2 Action News.
Well, the coldest temperature.
So,
Buying a new Ford is easy at Aikens Ford.
they say this was a sex trafficking thing, or they believe it's a sex trafficking thing, which I would say again, I am glad that the young lady was found safe. If this what there was, sex trafficking. Okay. Let's see. Why is it not scrolling? It's not scrolling. Okay, maybe I need to refresh. Let's see.
Policy.
Okay. Let me read on this a little bit. Clayton County Police say an 11-year-old girl whose disappearance they were investigating as possible human trafficking, has been found. Police announced Friday afternoon that R'Kayla Briggs had been located. They did not offer any details on where or how she was found. Investigators had not released any details on the circumstances surrounding the girl's disappearance. They attended a news conference Friday morning where police say they believe Briggs was in danger. Kayla's parents say the 11-year-old packed a bag and left home on Monday. She deleted her social media account, so she did have social media accounts, and hasn't answered the phone at first. At first, her parents thought she was heading to Texas with a 22-year-old man. Investigators said Friday that she may be with a man or a woman still in Georgia. Bring her back. We are asking you to bring her back because we are not going to stop, parent Kanisha Moss said. Earlier this week, her parents, Nisha, told Channel 2 Action News they believe a social media influence was behind their daughter's disappearance. Police told Channel 2 Action News they looked into their claims and cleared him, saying he had nothing to do with it. On Friday, the child's mother, Brandon Mosley, told Jones that her daughter was dropped off back home by two men. Police confirmed that is what happened. Mosley briefly took her daughter to the police headquarters Friday afternoon. Jones was there as the mother raced inside. She didn't have anything to say, but a couple of days earlier, she pleaded with her daughter to come home. We love you, girl. Come home. You know we love you. You got a village behind you, whole village. Please come home, her mother said. Mosley didn't say anything when she came out of the police station Friday night. But on the phone, she told Jones God works as she is a believer in him. Let me say one more time, I am happy that she was found safe. But let's get into the real deal here, because I did a story not too long ago. Another 11-year-old did this same thing, and it sounds like it's similar stories. Okay? That 11-year-old was leaving out with a grown man, and this grown man was taking her to his mom's house, I believe. Is her name Imani? I want to say that is her name. As a matter of fact, let me make sure I'm saying that name right. I want to make sure I get this right. Let me go to my channel and look at my videos. Make sure I got this young lady name right. Just a hot minute. Give me a hot second. But I'm thinking right though. Her name was Imani Stevens. Yep, there you go right there, Imani Stevens. Her name was Imani Stevens. Okay, she did the same thing on social media. Met up talking to a guy online and was leaving the home with this guy or whatnot, but they say when they found her, she had bruise marks on the wrist and things like that. And I think they said she left out a few times with this other dude or whatnot, but looking for, it was a neighbor who saw this guy looking suspicious riding around the neighborhood, and the money was found safe, and here we are again, yet another story where another 11-year-old doing the same thing. And see, this is what I'm talking about right here. This the thing that I'm talking about. We can sit here and blame social media all day. You can do that if you want to. But my thing is this, though. Social media was already here. It was already here. It's the people who own social media and the people who you allow to be on social media, okay? Now, for the life of me, I don't know what this 11-year-old doing with his social media, but I preach this time and time again. Should nobody their age should be worried about no social media, okay? If they're going to be involved in social media, here's what I say. Let them be involved with you, meaning if they want to talk to a friend, do it on your account. Make sure you're right there, you know what I'm saying, while they talking to their friend. They do not need to have no personal account. And this is a fine example why They do not need no personal account because of this right here. Again, I heard somewhere where she allegedly supposed to have a TikTok account and was talking grown, dressing grown, and all type of stuff on this TikTok account. Like I said, I can't confirm that because I didn't see it myself. And then reading this, they saying that her stuff has been taken down. So it's probably quite a few things I have missed with this story. But the point of it all is we have young girls as young as 11 years old now who is succumbing to social media. You want to know why they doing it? Because, again, nobody is monitoring them, okay? She's taking pictures with look like appears to be a phone or whatnot. So I guess she got her own cell phone, this and the third, which there's nothing wrong with that. But here's my preaching with that, though. These uppity phones we got nowadays, these young kids like her do not need it. All she needs is a phone that talk and text. She don't need no picture phone. She don't need no phone that do any kind of videos or anything. And more likely, probably don't need no phone that goes to any kind of social media sites. All the phone she needs is a talk and a text. That's it. It needs to go no further. Okay? It needs to go no further than that. Because you want to know why? Because of this right here. This right here. Okay? Now, I don't know what's going on with her mom or whatever the case may be going on in that household, why this young lady felt the need to do that. But it's got to be something there to where this young lady is doing this. And hopefully now that this has happened, the mom can look into this and take better precautions so this young lady won't do this again, you know. And the crazy reason I take this to the heart and stories like these to the heart because at one point in time, like I told y'all, I wanted a little girl one time. I really did. And the closest thing I'm going to get to a little girl is my little sister because I did her daddy job. I pretty much raised that girl. You know, it was kind of forced on me, you know. So that's about the closest I'm going to get to a daughter, and plus other people who I met that I would just call them my stepdaughter or foster child or whatever the case may be, you know, because I'll be able to report with the mom and the children, you know, build up some kind of relationship with the children because I love children. Anybody can tell you that. But, you know, at one point in time, I did want a daughter. And stuff like this makes me glad that I don't have one. But it also made me glad I don't have any children, period. Okay? Because this is tough to deal with. Something like this is hard to deal with. Okay? And then plus they say girls mature faster than boys. I mean, just look at that picture right there you just seen right there. Where she doing a duck lip and she pointing the phone down there and you got her chest all sticking out like that. That would be a concern for me if I see my baby taking pictures like that. That would be a major concern. She may think that it's harmless. But the thing is, though, if we're not teaching them about the dark web and who all may be looking at them, they will not understand. They won't understand. Okay? A lot of these parents giving these children these phones and just letting them do whatever the hell they want to do. But she said you got a village behind you. Here's my thing. If you let your kids run rapid, I'm not saying this lady letting her kid run rapid, but I'm just speaking in general. If you let your children run rapid and do what they want to do instead of what you asked them to do, what you told them to do, then what do you mean the village behind you? There is no village. There is no village. Back in my time, we had a village. Okay? Back in my time, somebody was always seeing something. And when they saw something, they was on it. If they saw somebody they didn't recognize, somebody we can get in the car with, you better race for sure. They're going to intervene, or they're going to call and say, hey, I seen Chris in the car, so. And they describe the car, whatever, who I got in the car with. And my parents or grandparents, they could be able to identify who that person was. Oh, okay, that's so that's Uncle Joe, or that's granddaddy, or that's his mom, or that's his grandma come picking them up. All right, cool. You know, so just making sure nobody doing what they supposed to be doing, or nobody supposed to be in the neighborhood that ain't supposed to be in the neighborhood. You know, things like that. But we don't have that anymore. You know, I hear a lot of mothers who say that they need a break and they're tired, and I get it. I understand. I get it. We were children. We could be a handful. And a lot of times you need a break. I understand that. But when you say you need a break, you just let your children leave with anybody because you just want a break, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. When you just let your children go over friends' people's house that you ain't even met the parents yet, bad idea. Back in my time, folks met parents before anybody spent out of anybody's house. I don't know what the hell y'all doing now, but that's a bad idea. Okay? So, in this time, we've been going to another year, 2022. And it seems like as the years go on, stuff like this get worse. So I can imagine what 2023 is from the brain. I can imagine what's from the brain. But if this don't show us, if we are mothers and fathers, that we need to wake up, then I don't know what will. I don't know what will. We also need to stop being these children's friend and be what we was here for, their parents. Friends should be the last thing. If friends should be in the category of period when it comes to parenting. Okay? So I'm going to say this one more time. If this don't wake y'all up and have y'all pay more attention to your children and what they doing on the internet, instead of you monitoring them or even spending time with them doing stuff on the internet, next time this girl get away, she might not come back. She just might not come back. You know? So, I'll end it with this. Again, I'm glad the young girl was safe. If it was human trafficking, I'm glad she didn't fall victim to it. That's the best thing I can say. But this is bad. There's nothing good about this at all. But she was found safe. It's all bad. It's all bad. And it's the time for this mom and her family, so y'all say, and this so-called village, it's time for y'all to get these children and put some act right up in them. Let them know and show them not only the danger of society, but the danger of their web and what could have, would have happened by the decisions that they make. Because she's only 11 years old. Don't mean that she's dumb. Don't mean that she's dumb at all. I believe the young lady knew quite exactly what she was doing. But she probably didn't understand the danger she was getting herself involved in. Okay? Let me say it again. She knew what she was doing. She just may not understand the danger that she may was getting herself involved in. And to the two men who brought her home, I appreciate y'all bringing her home. I'm glad y'all did. Maybe it's something that y'all saw that said, hey, get this young girl back to the house. She don't need to be around this. And this is why I say a lot of these children need positive male role models in the house. Because trust me, if I was this girl's dad and she was staying with me, it ain't finna happen. It ain't finna happen. And if it just so happened that she did get away from me, I will rectify this situation. I will rectify this situation. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me what y'all think about this. Do you disagree with anything that I say? Or what more you might want to add on to it? But I'm interested to hear more that's going to come out of this and how all of this just really took place. Unless it's already out there, I'm about to sit back and do some more research on this story, because again, this is really sad. It's really sad, but it got a happy ending. She found safe. Your man, Chris Storms. Thank y'all for listening, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.